Wizards of the Coast has a title, I saw it, and now I definitely want to tell you about it. The Great Dalmuti. This is for 4 to 8 players, ages 8 and up, and should take you about 60 minutes to play. This is a light card game where players gain status by going out first. The 80-card commercial deck contains cards ranked from 12 to 1 along with a couple of jesters. Each card bears a number, which is not only its rank but also tells you how many of that card exist in the deck. In other words, there are 12 12s, 11 11s, 4 4s, and a single card ranked 1. The lower the number, the better the rank. The deck is dealt out to all players, and the object is to get rid of all the cards as fast as possible. The hand begins with one person playing one or more cards at the center of the table. The cards played must all be of the same rank, although gestures are wild and may be played with any other cards. Each player in turn must now either play the same number of cards at a better rank or pass. Play continues around the table until everyone has passed. At that point, the cards are cleared, and whoever played the last set of cards leads the next round. After everyone has gone out, the players are ranked. For example, the person who first got rid of all of his cards becomes the Great Dalmuti. Players change seat positions to represent the new hierarchy and the beginning of each round. The Great Dalmuti is generally played for many, many rounds. Alright, scriptures usually don't always get into such detail with how they are played, but there you go by Wizards of the Coast. That is what the Great Dalmuti is about. So other than being Dungeons & Dragons, what is it that caught my attention? Well, let's talk about this. So, first of all, this is a hand management D&D card game that incorporates take that and ladder climbing aspects with an Uno aspect, all mixed in together under the title, the name, the concept of Dungeons & Dragons. This is completely alien to me. I would never in my entire life have thought of Dungeons & Dragons in this sort of concept of a card-playing game. So now, it has me hooked, it has me interested, and I've got to find out how this works and plays. This is so on my gaming radar. So after reading more about this, I found out that the Great Dalmuti is a cross game. It's what happens if you take the card game of President and you basically mix it, morph it, made it with a Mind Flayer. Giving it this Dungeons and Dragons feel and flair with some of the most unique D&D artwork, Art Deco almost in style, that I've ever seen. It's definitely something that catches your eye. Now, the game is designed as a sort of party style game, a social party game, and because of that, it has some ideas to incorporate in it that I find really interesting. Whenever you're incorporating something to do with RL, with real life, into the gaming aspects, can be a crit hit. It can also be a crit failure sometimes. Also depends on the group you're with. But this is talking about things like getting different hats. Getting different hats to match the different roles. And of course, something like the Great Dalmuti would have a magnificent hat, maybe even Roman laurels on his head or something, and just go down the hat category, so to speak. Another thing was the chairs, using less comfortable chairs to more comfortable chairs. So whoever's in the highest position will get the nicest comfortable chair. And that adds to the whole party feel aspect to it, I think, is adding these real life cues into the game in order to thematically create this illusion that you are really in the game. Now, I've also read enough reviews of this that I've seen multiple times, one individual or another saying that they have just as much playing this game with their group without even worrying about points, playing it purely on that social level. Now, I've soloed a few games where I've played just for fun and not kept track of the points, but that's not a solo thing. As a group thing, this amazes me. I've never heard of this for a large group-sized game, to just not care about the point system and just go for the social fun. That sounds amazing. Everything points to the fact that this is supposed to be a beautifully light, easy to learn, family-friendly, friend-friendly kind of game. And it was designed exactly to be just that. From what everyone else seems to be saying. Anyway, I definitely got to try this game and see if all of this is correct. But don't listen to any influencers. Listen to informers. And then go and get your own information. Maybe watch a playthrough or two. That's a great way to find out if you're going to like a game. So much better of a way than listen to some talking head telling you, I like the game, you should buy it. Don't. Judge for yourself. Inform yourself. And maybe, after getting some more information, you'll find that you too are eyeing Dungeons & Dragons, the Great Dalmuti.